More at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Boston Scott, he might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Oh, some strong running.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
DC, right? Middle.
Right to the air is Jackson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And they run the option on second down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
Able to slither by. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And this is caught. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Dobbins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
One more time with Dobbins.
And this time he is in.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Still going.
And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Boy, tie game, 1st quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down and 8.
Hey.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens have moved out in front.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Gainwell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Ravens 24, Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
No, we change it. Shut up!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Swift going to try up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they're going to speed things up here.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
So after that, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Long.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And another negative play there as they stop him again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you get in the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Here comes second down at 5. Jackson now. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Manny! 13. We change it.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll look to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he will stop the clock as he gets to the sideline after a gain of about 10. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the
2.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again? If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been